Okay, dare to dream. Like, I wish I could read what's on the back of this. I don't know. I can't read what's on the back of that, but it could be the ticket. So now, okay, it's the 13th of May 2020. Really, I mean, this is really bad. And just have a look where I'm sitting. I mean, that mess there. This is what you avoid going through, but you have to. And it was in the very last box, which I may not have touched before, that I found that. The very last box in my garage, although my garage is still full of junky type stuff. Um, the other thing I'm doing, and I'll show you, is trying to clear a space. So, so I'm trying to clear a space. So I won't go through every room because my son will get upset. But I actually saw the picture today. This is a picture of a friend of mine at a beach. I think on this particular day. And snakes symbolically are meant to bring wealth, I think, or abundance. I had this pink towel, like it was like leopard skin towel, and this beautiful green snake went across it. I was scared. I'm scared of snakes. But that's the other half of the picture, I think. Does that make sense? Which part did I saw now? Oh, that's the part that I saw. So that's the other half of the picture. So it's not really a good picture, and the paint couldn't stick on. But that plus top of it is that, I suppose. That's the whole picture. That's the whole picture. Does that make sense? No, that's the head upside down. Okay. See how much trouble I have? There you go. All right. I don't want to leave the site now. Okay. All right. It's one of my messy pictures. Uh, okay. So, in short, I keep saying that just to. I found this, so it's given me a bit of hope that this may be the ticket. Um, it's even got a winner's card, which is the gold lotto winner's card advertised on the back. So that's the back of the ticket. So I probably need to somehow put this through a CAT scan. So, I mean, if that proves it, I mean, it's going to be so overwhelming because I've been a hoarder for a while, but it's got worse since I lost this ticket. And I suppose I kept things for comfort. And I thought it's so surreal thinking, did I actually um, win when I know that they were my numbers? And even on the Monday, so it was the Wednesday I bought the ticket, I actually, for some reason, sometimes I remember what I put down. I put 41, 43, 45. And the numbers I chose on the winning day were 42 and 44. They were the last numbers I chose. And one was because I'd lost a very far gone pregnancy, and one because it was a family member's age who had been very badly abused. And I'd just written to the abuser to apologise so that person could get on with their life. And incidentally, when my mum passed, that person's partner was when my mum was in palliative care in a really nice room outside her window, did that person's partner work in in the community centre and dealt with children and lived with a pedophile. And I actually said, like my mum won't want that person to be around when she passes, etc. Anyway, so it just seems like things are coming full circle. So, I mean, I'm probably just living on a dream. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I really did pick the numbers of a ticket. They really did win, even though because it's so bizarre. Like I tried to tell myself it wasn't my ticket, but I remember choosing 22, 26, which is mum and dad's anniversary and the aunt's death date, which I've outlined as I've been going through the box. I've actually found some letters and I found some intact photos. And 3 and 11, of course, are my son and my birth months. And so I instinctively used those. I didn't even realize I used those as such. And 3 was also the number of years from the day I bought the ticket that my aunt had passed. And her case with the will was still going. And 42 and 44, of course, were important numbers for me because I'd lost a very far gone pregnancy. And I've got documentation for all these things, but Lotto just think you're telling stories. And 44 was the age of a person in my family who had been very badly abused. And I was trying at that time to deal with that person, but of course, they're never going to admit to what they do. And um, I think that's very bad because the person that was abused finds it very hard to move on. So, and in that, I can't stop thinking about Cardinal George Pell and everything else surrounding that. But I mean, it goes on in lots of different countries and lots of families, and yeah, deaths of 3 children in New York. If the lotto win is proven, I'm going to give quite a lot to save the children because I've been told that they're not so good, but I do believe in that cause. Anyway, thanks. And to kidney research.